so my name's Lorna. I'm originally from England. I have been here before, so thank you very much. I came back again. And like the young man before, when I was here the first time, I was petrified. Today, I'm only nervous. So there's a little bit of a difference, but not that much. But anyway, so I have 2 kids. They're born here, so I guess that makes them American. And I do a various number of jobs. So I like to tell people a little bit about myself. You know, one of the things I like is driving. I love to drive. I love to travel. So one of my friends said, you know, download that Google Map thing, you know, the app for your phone. So I Googled it, I downloaded it, I got it on my phone, and then I thought, why does it start where it starts? They need to start that Google Map around about step 5. You know why? Because I already know how to leave my house. I know how to leave my house. I know the way to I-95. Why do they start at my front door? I'm not sure how that works. Anyway, so I got this Google Map, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to use this. I'm going to travel. I'll see America. And I thought, this is great. And then one of the things I noticed that's really different here in this country, when you get to the stop sign, that red light, I'm suddenly very happy with it. Because I can spend a lot of time there finishing my texts. Finish sending my texts before the light changes. It's probably not still, it's illegal, right? Yeah. Whatever. Anyway, so that's what I do at the red light. The other thing I noticed that was missing from this Google app thing, it tells you how to avoid traffic, how to avoid the tolls, how to avoid all these other things. But it doesn't tell you how to avoid the ghetto. So what's up with that? Like, I didn't need to see some of the things I saw. So I was like, whoa, there's a woman on the street corner. Why doesn't it say avoid that? So I'm going to write to someone when I figure out who it is and just tell them, add that feature. Because when I was going through this particular ghetto, I noticed had I stayed on the road I was originally on, I would have avoided it. So I'm not sure why they had me drive through it to see things that I didn't need to see. So that's my little Google thing there. So I'll be writing to them. If you know who I should write to, let me know. So I love to travel, like to go down I-95. Unfortunately, I like to drive fast, which apparently is illegal. I didn't really know that. I mean, I knew it was illegal, but what's legal, really? I mean, isn't that just a suggested speed limit? It's not suggested. I thought it was suggested, so I decided that I wanted my own speed limit. So the cops and I have met on many occasions, and they tend to win, so I'm not going to argue with them. But I like to travel, I like to take the plane, I like to go places. Obviously, being from England, I drink tea. I think you can figure that out. So my sister is a journalist for a paper that's local, but we won't say the name of it. It's the Connecticut Post. And we decided that we, you all know what happens on the 4th of July, right? Somebody had a war with somebody, nobody wanted to pay taxes. You know that story, right? Yeah. So anyway, so we decide we're going to have our own little thing. So we decided we'd get coffee and throw it in the Housatonic River on the 4th of July every year. So we go to the Housatonic River one year, and okay, so our first error was that it was after 9/11. So we weren't thinking. So anyway, but it's our tradition. So we go down to the river, and we've got this coffee. I don't remember which one, but we had 2. I had a Dunkin' Donuts one, you know Dunkin' Donuts? Yeah. And we had somebody else, I don't remember. So we throw it in, and we have a good laugh, and we sing God Save the Queen, you know. So we are, just having a minute, and she says, oh, let's do a Morris dance, which is a dance that you do in England. And I was like, oh, let's not do that, let's just wave the flag. So we're waving the flag, we throw it in the coffee, we're having a good time, 2 people. Up comes the police. So the guy drives up. What are you doing? And I was honest. Well, I just thought we'd throw some coffee into the river because it's the 4th of July. He didn't get it. What are you talking about? I was trying to explain, back in 18 or 7, I don't know the date. He didn't get it. You're under arrest. My sister screams, freedom of the press. Anyway. So He lets us go. So anyway, so I love to travel like that. So we take a plane, we go to Georgia. We decide to go to Georgia. So actually we were going to Florida. On our way, we have to change planes. We're in the airport in Georgia. So now I'm at the table and, when I have, first of all, let's be honest, there's not a lot of good tea in this country. Can I say that without offending anybody? Yeah. Okay, so good. Anyway, so there's not a lot of good tea in this country. So I am in the airport, and my sister and my son, they know if I order tea after my meal, that was a good meal. But they're in for trouble. So I ordered tea. So first of all, I'm at the airport, so you already knew I was making a mistake. So this girl with an accent that I couldn't understand what she was saying to me, because she's from Georgia, she says something very quickly and then looks at me like I'm the stupid one. And I'm like, what? I don't know. So I said, can I just get tea? She brings a case out with like 24 different teas. I was like, oh my God, what is this? It was like you open it and the sun just shone. And I was like, oh my God, this is like tea heaven. So now I don't know what one I want, do I? Because it's like 24. My sister and my son are in silence because they're like, oh, we're in trouble now. But I've already clued them out. I've knocked them out. So I take them out, I look at one, and I read, and I thought, oh, I don't know what that is, but it's not good. So I go systematically through my 24 bags. I smell and I look and I size it up, and I've come down to 4. I've got 4 bags. And I'm like, oh, I need a stretch because this is taking me a few minutes. I stretch. And I'm like, I wonder what time that other plane is. So I'm stretching because I got to pick from the 4. So I start again because I've forgotten what they are. So I start from the first. That's like a maybe. So that's in the maybe pile. And I go to the next one. Oh, that sounds good. At this point, of course, I'm talking to myself. I pick up the second one. Yeah, that's in the good pile. So we got 2, 1, and 1 to go. Oh no, that's garbage. That's rubbish. That's out. It's down to the last 2. Oh, thank God. I didn't realize it was going to take this long. So I've got 2 left, and I start again. I got 2. Oh my God, this is too hard. Okay, all right, I can do this. I stretch again because it's a final decision. I've got 2 tea bags. Which one will I have? One's red, one's yellow. I mean, should I just pick? I closed my eyes because it was just too much pressure. I picked the red one. I opened it, I put it in my water, I waited. I got a little sugar. Milk, where's the milk? I got the milk, put it in, and I'm waiting. Oh, thank God. And then I started to drink, and I put it down. This waitress comes up and says in her accent, something. And I said, I fear I have made an erroneous decision. That was not the right tea. That was not. And my sister's like, please, can we just leave? I hate you. I'm like, what? On the return trip to Georgia from Florida, I said, listen, sweetie Joy, can we go back to that? No. Don't you understand? I know it was the other bag. It was the other bag. I promise. We go back. I have the other bag. It was the other bag. I'm so glad. So another trip we take another trip. Now, I gotta say, because I'm from England and I don't know too much about every state, I like to explore. So we go to Mobile, Alabama. Mobile. Yeah, you know the place. Nobody told me what a Waffle House was. So my sister says to me, I don't want a tea fiasco in this place. I'm like, Joy, you're not going to have a tea fiasco. You're not going to have it. She's like, please, I beg you. And I said, okay, I know how to behave. I'm fine. So as we're walking in, I suddenly remembered, this is the Gulf Coast, and they had that oil spill a couple of years ago. So probably I shouldn't get water. I said, I got this. This is all in my head. I got this. I'm good. We walk in. I sit down. Another woman with an accent that I don't know what she said to me. She says something, and I looked at her, because I know it was English. And she said something else, and I'm like, what did she say? She speaks so fast. It's that southern drawl. Is that the southern drawl? Or something. Every word ran together. There was mostly vowels. It was just a continuous sentence. And I looked at her and I thought, I know she's asked me something. So I'm going to go with, she asked me if I want a drink. So that's what I'm going with. So I said, do you perhaps have Perrier water? Do you have Perrier? My sister is like, it's a Waffle House! So there's no Perrier? No, there's no, I'm so sorry. They spent 15 minutes trying to get me to speak again. Then Bob, Billy Bob, Bobby Bob, Johnny Bob, Susan Job, Bobby Bob, Bob. Everybody's name was Bobs. All the Bobs came together, sat in front of me. Please speak, please speak. Where are you from? I was like, I was like, England. Then they had a conversation of their own. Ain't the Queen from England? No, she's from London. No, she's from Great Britain. No, she's from the United Kingdom. No, she's from England. They talked without me, trying to argue where the Queen was from. Nobody asked me, so I didn't tell them. I just let them go with it. I let them go. So we take our trip down to Mississippi, because, you know, we were on the road. We go to another Waffle House, and she's like, please, don't ask for Perrier water. Don't. I said, Joy, I'm not asking for Perrier. I know what happens. I walk in. It's breakfast time. I'm like, I'm going to ask for coffee. Surely I won't go wrong if I ask for coffee. And then I sit down. We're at the, the counters. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, I don't want coffee. I really want tea. But how am I going to do this? So the woman comes up. Again, she's got that accent. I don't know what she said. But I know the routine now that they ask you if you want a drink. So I'm like, yes. Do you have an array of teas? An array of teas. Because I thought that was a shorter word instead of assortment of teas. I thought, I'll say array. She screams, looking for Ray. Is there anyone here named Ray? Is there a Ray here? Ray? And I was like, oh my God. I don't know who Ray is. Oh my God. My sister at this time is punching me in the arm. She's never going to travel with me again. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I just thought Ray was a shorter word instead of assortment of teas. I'm sorry. This young woman, the waitress, she goes, I know what that is. And I thought, oh God, now I'm in trouble. She starts searching the counters, looking underneath. And I'm like, what is she looking for? My sister's like, of course she's looking for Ray. You know that's what. So she looks and she looks. Finally, she goes to the coffee filter, takes the filter out of the coffee and says, this is the only Ray we have. And I was like, okay, thank you so much. I'm just going to have orange juice. Thank you very much. Okay, that's
Lorna Rodriguez!